a long time since we've done one of these. If you're not aware, I have over 2,000 hours in Dead by Daylight, and occasionally my community would like me to help them with not being shit at the game. They think that I'm not shit at the game. But anyway, in that effort, I have started this series called Roast My DBD. If you want to be a part of this, you must follow 3 criteria. Number 1, you must be either a Twitch sub or a tier 2 or higher channel member here on YouTube. Number two, you must be at least 18 years of age or older. And number 3, you go down to the link in the description, click on that Discord, make sure you connect your accounts, and you will be open to this channel. The rules are at the top, make sure you follow them. And just as a disclaimer, because I have to do this now, it should be obvious, but it's called Roast My DBD, which means I will be making fun of these people for entertainment purposes. So don't go to the comments whining about how I'm rude or anything, okay? Okay. Today on the chopping block, we've got Yehevism. They have 800 hours. They said description, it was Badum. I was not patrolling Jins, and I was playing quite badly this match after losing a streak on 2v8, so I wasn't at my best skill level. So it sounds like you already know what your problem is. So the question is, why did you send this in? Is there something you think you're missing? You're playing Slinger on Badum Preschool. Now the problem is that you're Slinger on Badum Preschool. You're already going to have a tough game, right? You're already gonna have a tough game because you move stupidly slow, and Badum is just a straight survivor-sided map. Probably the most survivor-sided map in the entire game. Badum is extremely survivor-sided. And a lot of that has to do with how spread out the gens are and how hard they are to patrol, right? So let's take a look at your perks. Oh, honestly, really good perk build. Really good perk build. Coup, I think Coup is like my only discretion here. Coup is a great M1 killer perk. And for Slinger, it is also a good perk because it allows you to get around those like really longer loops. So you hit somebody over a pallet, you go, and then you break it with like this extra long swing. I just don't think, like, if I were to make a tier list of perks, Coup would be in recommended, right? It wouldn't be in highly recommended. I personally would rather see Surge. You could put Surge in this place. You're running NOED and No Way Out, so you could put Agitation to make sure you get to the hooks. You could put Pain Res. I would rather see, because like the biggest weakness of Slinger is how slow he is. And so building up these No Way Out stacks can be difficult because you're gonna have a harder time getting to where you need to be in order to get all 4 stacks of No Way Out, right? That's gonna be your hardest thing, is getting all 4 stacks of No Way Out. But let's see how you do. So why do you just ignore this at first? Why do you just ignore that noise notification? It takes you a minute, right? It takes you a moment to go, oh, there was a loud noise in that building when you were right there. The first thing I would have did was head in there. Good job coming from the hole instead of the stairs. That's always a good idea. Because of that. So that was really good. On Badum Preschool, you never want to come down the stairs if you can help it. You always want to drop down that hole, because survivors are idiots. I wouldn't have insta-broke that. So that pallet is not really that great. I wouldn't call it a safe or a god pallet. It's not an unsafe pallet though. I would say it's a safe pallet, but at the moment, all right, Horkus, have a good one, buddy. At the moment, I think you should have just gone in the room and went around so you could catch her faster, because now she's about to take the loop, and this loop is stupid. Okay. There is not a fishing line connecting you and the survivor, right? You don't have to follow their exact trail. Just go around shit. All right, just go around it, right? When the survivors have to take those direct routes. You could just go around the shit. This vault wasted more time than just walking around it. But this was main building on Batum, so like honestly, she's already so far ahead of you. I would just drop this chase and go somewhere else right now. Welcome to the Burger King. May I take your vault? Now, notification of that gen. I would go for that gen. But you're gonna vault this window again, aren't you? Oh, you got the shot! What are you doing? What are you doing? What? You had her! You had her! What the fuck? Okay, so this is a very fun fact. You can hit over windows. If a survivor is pressed right up against the window, you could just give them a big old schmack. But instead of doing that, see, you drag her this way, which is good. Then you hold this corner, keep dragging her, and then she ends up at that window, and then you just smack her and she's down. But instead, for some reason, you're like, we're taking the long way around. Why do you hate this window now? You vaulted it twice in a row, and now you're like, must not touch the window. Like it's got cooties or some shit. That's why, you fucked here. You could have had her. And then she spins you. You take an age to do your reload. I'm gonna be real, if this Fung had used her brain, she could have ran you for so much longer. Why are you breaking the pallet now? You need pressure. You need pressure. Your deadlock... So your deadlock triggers, right? Because they finish a gen while you're doing this. You see this gen is the one that's deadlocked. Right now, fuck this pallet. You don't need it. You're Slinger, and this is the perfect loop for you. As you literally just saw. This is the perfect loop for you. Fuck this pallet. Right? You down her. When you down her here, right? When you get this down, your very first thing you should be doing is picking her up and putting her on a hook. You've already lost one gen. You are already in the trenches, my friend. You should already have something done. But instead, you decide you're gonna take a little bit of a look around, you're gonna have some tea, jack off a little bit, come break this pallet, and then finally, you're gonna walk your slow 4.4 ass over here to look around for a bit and then pick her up, right? You wasted... See from the down here. 2444, and you pick, or sorry, 244, and you pick her up at... You pick her up at 255. That's 11 seconds. That doesn't seem like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, she would have already been on a hook, and you would have already been making your way to your deadlock gen. And trying to see who's over there. So from the time she gets down at 244 to the time she's on a hook is 20 fucking seconds. That is a monumental waste of your time, my dude. That is a monumental waste of your time. So you come to check this gen, do not kick this gen. Thank you. Do not kick this gen, motherfucker. You don't have time for this. You have zero pressure right now. You have zero pressure. And now you're coming back over here to check for the save, which I normally don't mind, but I mean, look, you're lost. You're lost. Hello? Hello? Would you like a map? Hello? Is anybody home? What are you doing? What are you doing? What the... Is it? Yeah, she's hooked. Yeah, that gen's blocked. Yeah, she's hooked. Yeah, that gen's blocked. Yeah, she's hooked. Yeah, that gen's blocked. You're driving me insane. You spent the last 40 seconds walking around in circles. What are you doing? When you said you didn't patrol the gins very well, I thought you meant that, like, you were slow to get to them. I didn't think you meant you were doing the fucking hokey pokey in the middle of nowhere. You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out, you do the hokey pokey, you just... And then you go straight for the tunnel, right? But then this guy's gonna body block you, and yeah, he might go down. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. He's inside. He's inside. He's inside. He's inside. Okay. See, now you're panicked, right? Now you're panicked. You know that this shit, do not break this fucking door. Mother. So, the reason we don't break this door, or the other door, is because otherwise, this loop becomes 10 times stronger. While this loop is incredibly strong, one of your best assets, especially on Slinger, is the fact that they don't have anywhere to go when they're looping this building. Because if they take it too wide, you catch up. But if they take it too tight, you go pow, and you just reel them in, right? Don't break this. I don't care what killer you're playing. Do not break this door unless you can't get to a hook without breaking it, okay? Okay? Okay. Second of all, you put yourself in this position, right? You were so busy doing a rendition of Spin Me Right Round, Baby, Right Round in the middle of nowhere that you now find yourself having to tunnel. But now you're panicking because you know that this gin down here, hold on, where's my pen? You know for a fact that this gin right here is at about like between 50 and 65%, right? You know that for a fact because you ran over and you dry kicked it, and then you just went back to spin around in circles watching the fung on hook, right? So you know that this gin is gonna pop any moment now. So you are not at 3 gins. You are at 2 gins. Okay? That's how you think about this scenario. So now you're fucking panicked, right? Because you wanted to tunnel this fung out so that you could get your pressure, but because she had a Renato who knows what he's doing and was willing to take the hit for her, and because you didn't look at scratch marks, you lost the Renato, and now you're in a situation where you've got Renato and Nancy here to protect this fung, right? They're playing protect the fung. They're playing protect the fung, protect the president on fung here, right? So now you've got no pressure, right? Because this Lara is off. She's probably over here, to be honest with you. But this Lara is off just doing gins. She's just doing gins while these two are fucking you over, right? Why not kick any gin in sight? Isn't it better than doing nothing? No. No, it is not. Because the time that you spend kicking that gin, you should be taking the time to go find a survivor. Unless you have perks that specifically rely on kicking gins, dry kicking a gin should almost never be an option. Unless the gin is like basically almost done, or you just need something to do. Like the best scenario, the thing you should be doing all the time as killer is finding survivors. And then they just finished another one, so you're actually only at 1 gin now. And the reason they've been sitting here popping gins like soda cans is because you spent close to a minute and a half spinning around in circles in this main building. Which, by the way, this main building is terrible for you. It's better for you than most killers, but it's still one of the strongest loops in the game. These survivors are literally taking you on a trip on their favorite rocket ship. They do not care, right? Why didn't you lunge here? What? You hit her here. 135% of the time you hit her here. if you lunge. Did the survivors pay you? Show me your Venmo transactions. I want to see Sofita's name in your Venmo transactions. How much did they pay you? And now she's gonna break that chain. She's deep wounded, but she gets away. She just gets the fuck off somewhere. And if this is... You know what? Let's move on. If this is after the deep wound changes, deep wound doesn't do as much in chase. This Renato's an idiot. You've gotten your second free down. You're gonna kick this Jin, because of course you are. You're gonna reload, okay? This is after the deep wound changes, because you don't have a progress bar anymore. Where are you going? Now you take the time to patrol Jins? They're gonna pick that Renato up, aren't they? Nancy has 0 situational awareness. I swear to God, if you win this game, it was not because of anything you did. I just want you to know that. If you win this game, it was not because of anything you did. You're playing a spectator sport right now. You're spectating this game just as much as I am. If you win this. It is literally not because of anything you do. They picked the Nancy up, and the last gen just popped. They're downing one be okay. He didn't patrol the area for survivors after downing one. He downed the Renato, and then he went on a trip to Disneyland. And he doesn't have time to be looking around for other survivors. He doesn't have time. He's got 1 gen left. He needs to be throwing survivors on hook, and then he needs to be trying to get every survivor, as many survivors on hook as possible, basically, is what he should have been doing. But instead he's just... He's taking trips to the Walmart. And now he's stuck trying to do fancy shit to catch up. He wants this Fung because she's the only one with the hook state. But he's at Shack. This Fung is an idiot. I don't know what... Okay. Honestly, please, yes. Okay, I thought you were about to not take her to basement. This is your greatest asset. Now, theoretically, you should get a kill here no matter what. Theoretically. Don't stay down here. Do not stay down here. Don't stay down here. Do not stay down here. You're gonna stand... Where are you going? What are you doing? Okay. So someone's about to come into the back way. They're about to go in the back way and rescue the Fung. If they're smart. Okay. They don't, right? They don't. Oh my God. There's no way they lose this. There's no shot you actually pull this 4K out of your ass. She's going to pick the Renato up. Everything worked out in the end? Yeah, but people don't submit games to me. People do not submit games to me to have things work out. They submit games to me so they don't get themselves in this position to begin with. Right now, the Nancy's looking for Noed. How she hasn't found it yet, I have no unearthly idea. Because right now, it's spouting its aura out at 24 meters. Or she's not looking for Noed. She's fucking having a tea party in the corner. Okay. I'm gonna guess you get your 4K here. Go break a door or something. What are you doing? Oh, you're waiting for him to 4%. Okay, you're good on that. You're waiting for him to 4%. That was a perk carry. 110%. That was a perk carry. Like, I've been doing an experiment to see if Noed is a crutch perk or not. To be honest with you, that was you did nothing. You did nothing that entire game. That was you did absolutely fucking nothing. That was all the survivors playing like idiots. You didn't do shit. And I hate to put that on you. This is roast my DBD, so I am harsher than I would normally be. But yeah, this was a spectator sport. You spectated this match. So, your homework, number 1, okay? I want you to patrol the gins, okay? Please. Wait, you're P71, brother. You're P71. You said you have 800 hours in this game. You're P71. There is no excuse for this shit. Why the fuck were you playing hokey pokey? Okay, listen, I want you to patrol the goddamn gins. Please, do not, listen to me, do not go play hokey pokey in the middle of nowhere while you've got someone on a hook, okay? Number 2, I want you to learn pressure, okay? Leaving a survivor on the ground and taking a trip to Disney World leaving a survivor on the ground and taking a trip to Disney World is not good pressure, okay? Leaving a survivor on the ground for that long is not good pressure. Remember, a survivor can get healed off the ground in 16 seconds. When you take 35 hours to go back to pick them up, they're gonna get picked up unless you have knockout, which you don't. Okay, so that's your homework. I want you to patrol the gins, and I want you to learn what pressure means. That's all we have for today's version of Roast My DBD. You did nothing. You did nothing. It was all the survivors being idiots at the end game and Noed. That was it. Because the moment they saw Noed proc, the Laura and the Nancy should have ran across the map and opened the other gate, right? The Renato should have been way quieter than he was. Because I'm assuming the reason you flipped around was because the Renato fast vaulted the window and fucking started running, and you can hear out of your right ear. I can't. I wouldn't have heard him. But yeah. That's everything I have.